What's up, guys? Jimbo back again with another knife review for you today. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Gerber knife. I think this is only the third Gerber knife that I've ever reviewed. What you see here in front of you would be the mighty Gerber Metolius, as previously reviewed by me. Still the most sturdy and hardcore folding knife I own or have ever seen. If you look back through my videos, you'll see I actually was able to baton with this thing, and guys, it still works. Still, no blade play or anything. This is the most rough and tumble folder I've ever seen. I mean, look at this thing. This is like a freaking tank. But anyways, we're not going to be taking too much of a look at this guy today. We're going to be taking a look at a new Gerber model that will seem a little bit familiar. Today we have the Gerber Metolius pocket folder, which I picked up recently. It hasn't been out all that long. This is new for 2011, I believe, for Gerber. It's basically just the little brother to the bigger Metolius up here. They took the same basic design and just whittled it down to a pocket folder, more or less, which I thought was really cool. And since I like this one so much, I was in a pretty big hurry to grab this little guy right here. But let's get Big Bro out of the way, and as always, let's go ahead and jump right into the specifications first. Okay, closed length on this guy comes in at 4 inches. Blade length comes in at exactly 3 inches, giving it an overall length of, you guessed it kids, 7 inches. Weight on this guy is pretty hefty. This is 4.7 ounces. Main reason behind that being this is all stainless steel. It does have what Gerber calls a tack hide inlay on this little guy, but the entire frame is stainless steel. This is not aluminum. I mean, this whole thing end to end basically is good old-fashioned steel. The blade shape on this guy is a drop point. As you can see, it's definitely a modified blade shape in general, simply because of the cutout right here for the jimping is rather unique. Unique to this platform, at least. It has the same characteristics on the Big Brother up there. This was actually one of the things I liked about it so much, was that the jimping was so ergonomic, because you get your first finger in that finger choil right there, and your thumb slides right up there, man. You're ready to rock and roll. And I was very happy to see that the same characteristics are present on the little brother here. Nice deep finger choil. It's got that same jimping right there that's just very logical when you hold it, for fine cutting tasks and whatnot. The grind on this is a high hollow grind. As you can see, it comes down maybe 25-30% of the way, and then the rest of it is all belly, so it's nice and thin. Thickness on it, it really tapers on this, guys. I apologize, Gerber does not list the actual thickness of the blade on their website, but as you can see, you've got a pretty beefy blade stock right there, and then it tapers super thin right there, and again, you've got the very high hollow grind, so it comes to a very fine edge. Definitely a good thing. The steel on this, again, Gerber does not list this with their packaging with it or on their website. They're kind of notorious for that, in the vein that people refer to their steel as Gerber mystery steel. And unfortunately, we're going to have to label this one as the same thing. If I had to give you a ballpark guess, guys, I'd say probably 440 stainless, as that's a cheaper steel. It's easy to work with, and whenever a steel is not labeled, you can pretty much guess that it's probably in the 440 stainless family. Okay, and like I said, we do have a stainless steel handle here with the tack hide inlay, which I will show you more in the up close and personal front row seat action. And this is a lockback, by the way, just like its big brother, big sturdy lockback, which is cool. Nice solid construction. Big beefy lock on there. You don't have to worry about this guy failing on you. But the first thing that you'll notice, compared to its big brother, I mean, look at the width difference on this. I mean, Jesus, that's maybe probably less than half as wide as the big guy here. Even if you take out the handle scales on this guy, this big brother here is such a huge knife, and this is very thin and very streamlined, which it definitely makes it a good candidate for pocket carry because it's so slim. So in spite of the fact that it's a heavier knife, it really kind of melds into your pocket because of the really thin form factor here. One thing that Gerber definitely got right on this was the shape of the pocket clip. They got the nice, deep carry, lowrider pocket clip that's all the craze these days, and a lot of companies are jumping on that. However, that brings me to the first hit I would have to give on the knife. Right side tip down only. It really blows my mind that someone would make a knife that's, this cool, and that's a lockback, so they can't use the stupid liner lock excuse about it opening in your pocket. and they would go out of their way to make such a cool pocket clip, the nice, modern 21st century lowrider pocket clip, and make it tip down only. To me, that is just absolutely ridiculous. I see absolutely no reason why they couldn't have at least tapped some holes down here and given you the option to carry tip up. At least on the right side, at the very least. Not to mention they kind of pretty much dissed all you lefties out there. This is put together with Torx screws, excuse me, so if you'd like to take it apart, you can do so and clean it. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of pocket lint in there. I've been carrying this guy quite a bit. It is open with thumb studs, and it's definitely not flickable in my opinion, guys. It is a lockback. Lockbacks don't tend to be super fast knives. You're kind of trading speed for strength. But it does open pretty smoothly. I mean, it's not difficult at all to get this guy open. You've got the nice big cutout right there as part of the finger choil, so you have no problem getting your thumb behind the thumb stud and just rocking that guy right open. Came decently sharp from the factory, not the greatest edge. Gerber isn't really known for their factory edges, but altogether not so bad. Blade centering, I do not have another word to describe that other than perfect. They definitely got it right with that one. I mean, that is absolutely bullseye center. So great job on that one, Gerber. Lockup, zero blade play, as you can expect with most lockbacks. Nice, strong lock. That thing is not going anywhere. I mean, this is a pretty rough and tumble knife, especially for a basic pocket folder. The origin on this guy, again, guys, they do not tell you that, but I can tell you if it was made in America, I'm pretty sure Gerber would be going out of their way to tell you that it was made in America. So my guess is probably Asia, most likely China. So many knives made over there these days, that would be the most likely candidate. One thing I really thought was cool about the original Gerber Metolius folder was the shape of the lanyard hole. It's kind of a triangle. So you can see on Big Brother there, it's got a bit of an exaggerated hole. And I just thought that was cool because of the shape kind of saves a little bit of space, but at the same time, you've still got enough room in there to thread 550, without really a big issue. So really a really novel approach to that, Gerber. Good job on that one. I'm liking it. All right, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons here. Put Mr. Pocket Folder in the middle. Before I get into the others, I just want to show you the very, very dramatic difference between these two. Not really a huge length difference. Just the blade on this guy is just a little bit longer. I think that's a 4-incher. Just about, and this is a 3-inch blade, so not a huge difference lengthwise. But if you just look at the rest of the dimensions of the knife, just how much wider this is than this. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much bigger this guy is. But it's cool though. They took basically the same design and just shrunk it down, made it into a pocket folder. That was really cool. I dig it. All right, we'll bring in another Gerber folder, one that I haven't shown you guys in a while. The Gerber Hersey Air Ranger 2, about the same size. I think that's a 3-inch blade, maybe just over 3 inches, and as you can see, they're pretty similar. Alright, let's bring in some familiar faces. Ontario Rat 1, Benchmade Mini Griptilian, and at the top, Spyderco Paramilitary 2. See that kind of crocodile skin looking stuff right there. Tack hide. You can see I've already got a scuff mark there. Been carrying this guy and I'm not afraid to use this one hard. That's definitely what it's made for. Look at that jimping right there. That's crazy. Alright, so as you can see, the lowrider pocket clip definitely does its job. It just absolutely disappears into your pocket, so good job on that part of it, Gerber. Again, the only real criticism I can make of it is that it's right side tip down only. It's just one stupid option instead of them taking the time to at least, at the very minimum, drill a couple of holes on the right side so you at least have one other option. But the pocket clip itself, as you can see, it's got some decent give to it. It's not super tight, but it does not curve up very much at the end there. I mean, it kind of almost lays not quite flush with the frame, but pretty close to it. So It does take a little bit of finesse to get it into your pocket. It's more about the technique. I basically just line my first finger up with the pocket clip and just push it in, kind of guide it in like that. Use that little trick, it goes in and out, absolutely no problem. So, not too bad. All things considered, even though it's right side tip down only, not too bad. Alright guys, we're working with the factory edge here, and again I have been using this one, so we'll see how it holds up. Got a little bit hung up there, I think that was me. Okay, maybe it wasn't me. Ooh. Not doing so hot. Yeah, putting a lot of effort into this one, guys. Factory edge not holding up so well. Yeah, a lot of drag on this one. Guess this guy needs a touch up. In conclusion, guys, I think the Gerber Metolius is a really cool, really neat, rugged, just well-built pocket folder. As far as lockbacks go, this is definitely the way to go as far as how to build your knife, all things considered. It's right around the $30 range, give or take, shipped, in your secondary markets. This is carried by White Mountain Knives, guys. That is where I got it. I think it was right around 30 bucks when you factor in shipping. So all things considered, not really an expensive knife, definitely budget conscious. As far as the size and whatnot, the Spyderco Tenacious / Persistence would probably be its main comparison as far as the style of knife, just everything. Those are made to be kind of user-friendly knives, user knives that you can get out there, beat up a little bit on, not too much, but a little bit. They're meant to be worked with. The same is definitely true as far as the Gerber Metolius is concerned. The one edge that I would have to give on this one is that it is a lockback, so it is a bit stronger of a lock. So for those of you out there who maybe are into construction or something, and the liner lock just doesn't sit very well with you as far as hard use, you might want to look into this guy. Again, it does have a lockback, so it is a little bit stronger. It's affordably priced. Just about anybody can swing a $30 knife, and they're not too hard to come by. And it does, again, have the nice lowrider pocket clip, tip down only, right side. That part kind of sucks, but the design's definitely right. I think with a little bit of tweaking, maybe adding an option for tip up carry, and that's just a little bit of refinement here and there. Maybe upgrading the blade steel a little bit, not necessarily to something big, but ACR13 MOV or AUS 8 or something comparable like that, I think would be fine. Just a few steps up from 440 stainless. But all that being equal, I can definitely give this one the Mr. Jumbo Fox recommendation as a pretty good value folder. For 30 bucks, I do not feel like I got ripped off for this one. I feel that that's pretty much right on the money for what you're getting. A knife that you don't have to be afraid to use. You can take this sucker camping or something, go out there, carve up some wood and beat on it as long as you got a good edge on it. And you don't have to worry about it. If you break it, whatever, you've only lost a $30 knife. So decent job, Gerber, a little tweaking and stuff like that. I think this could go from a really good knife to a really, really awesome knife. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for watching. I hope you found this review informative, and if you were on the fence either way about that one, I hope this has helped you make your decision. And as always, you can check out the best blades, flashlights, and gear at www.whitemountainknives.com. Use discount code MJF to get 10% off your order, and it is free shipping inside of the United States, and they do ship worldwide. And as always, guys, stay fit, stay strong, stay supreme. Take care, guys.